Greetings, greetings, greetings. How are you doing, friends, Romans, countrymen? Hope all's well. How are things?
I think the same. I think the same, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, today I am a little under the weather.
He is.
This tug of war, maybe you win, perhaps. Okay.
Finally, this is my day.
But still, I would try my best to convince my audience that your tiger, this one, is still onto it. Okay, let's see it.
Okay, cool. I was about to crack a joke, but then again.
No, you can if you wish. Yeah,
Really?
it's your
Really?
choice. You don't say that. Okay, say
Yeah.
that.
Zootopia, the cheetah, at the front desk.
That's the thing.
That's the kind of tiger
That's the
we have
thing.
here.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm
You
living
can
in
get the
Utopia.
reference, Wink, wink. Zootopia.
Zootopia or Utopia?
Zootopia, since you mentioned the tiger.
Alright, okay, let's come back again here.
Come back to the topic. All
Guys,
right.
today, this person has got something to say to you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we have another debate,
Tug of war?
sort of.
Okay.
Basically, we're talking about IELTS versus.
OET.
So we're going to talk about different differences, that are there, or the underlying differences that are
We
there.
will talk about that. It's going to be very serious today.
Yeah.
Other than just roasting him, I'll be more into the content today and make sure that you watch it
So the usual, basically.
and you share it as well, please.
Yes.
This time it matters now.
And do comment, if you want to talk about something or want us to talk about something specific, we are here.
Yeah, we are getting professional with you now.
Kinda.
Alright, let's come back here, G.
Right. So
About OET.
go ahead.
OET stands for Occupational English Test, and that is only for 12 different professions related to medical, paramedics, dentists, and nurses, and doctors, and such kind of blah 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 blah. 12 things. What about IELTS?
IELTS. Interesting. So there are 4 different types of, I won't say types, in fact they are types, right?
Whatever you say, sir. I'm
yeah.
least interested in what you say.
Yeah, let's not get into the lingo and all that. So it's 4 different types. You have IELTS Academic, you have IELTS General, you have IELTS UKVI, which is kind of similar to what you would do at your in your IELTS Academic test.
Yeah,
And then,
the test is same, but UKVI IELTS is filmed throughout.
exactly, and the purpose behind it is for if you're interested in going to the United Kingdom or get admitted to one of the institutes over there.
Yeah.
That's when you actually go for IELTS UKVI. It kind of streamlines you for those people, for that particular category.
True.
Makes it easier for British Council or AEO, not AEO exactly, but British Council to, sieve you out.
That's true. British Council, IDP, and AEO.
Yeah.
There are 3 disconnected
Right.
in Pakistan.
That is another bit of information.
Oh yeah.
And then finally you have life skills. That
True.
is usually for, spousal visa, etc., etc. IELTS General is, if you want to pursue a certain career
True.
or, a certain type of education, technical education somewhere
Yeah.
in one of the English-speaking countries, all right? IELTS Academic is more about, continuing your education.
True.
those
Sir,
institutes.
actually, when we go into the module-wise differences,
Yeah.
primarily they both are same. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
give me that look. You see.
Sort of.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Not
Not
today I am
entirely.
not in the mood to kind of.
Not entirely, not entirely. There's a difference between 1 or 2 questions, but then again we'll talk about it.
There are differences. So first of all, let's talk about the speaking part, speaking module of IELTS,
IELTS.
and then I'll be giving the OET thing. So, sir, how do we conduct
Right.
IELTS?
So when it comes to your speaking module, it's usually the last one.
Okay, that
Right.
depends.
Yeah,
Listening,
I mean-
reading, and writing is separated than
Yeah.
speaking.
Exactly. So it could be conducted on the same day, given the number of candidates, or they could give you a different or separate date.
I would suggest that go with the separate day.
Really?
Because if you have a bad day, you will ruin everything.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
And it is accumulated result basically. You get 8 in listening and 6 in reading, and you get 8 in, let's say, writing. It's very tough to get 8, by the way.
Yeah.
And then you get, let's say, 6 in what shall I missing?
The last module, whatever.
The
it
last
is.
module. So what will happen? Overall, you're getting 7.
So it's quite tricky, to deal with it. But then again, when it comes to your speaking module, you have 3 different parts. All
True.
right. Part 1 is basically they're always about general topics. We have one of the mock tests with us right now.
Yeah.
But then again, just to give you an idea, part 1 is basically general questions related to the topic. Part 2 is more about your opinion about a certain topic.
Yeah,
And part
cue
3
part.
exactly.
Yeah.
And they give you a sort of a cue card or a prompt to actually look through.
Yeah, exactly this one.
This sort of thing, right?
Whichever color you like.
Precisely. Or they like it.
Okay, yeah, they like surely.
Right.
And they make you blue someday.
Sometimes they do.
They make you red as well.
Could be. I mean, it depends on how good you are.
Or yellow.
Right.
Anything,
Depending.
sir. Part
And
three.
then you have part 3, which is a sort of an extension of part number 2. And once again, it's kind of based on both your opinion about a certain topic, the topic basically being talked about already,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's it. That's more about that's everything about. Your
Or
speaking.
if I recapitulate you throughout, so you say it is 11 to 14 minutes, basically.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. And then you say there are 3 parts. Part 1, 2 to 3 phase answer, personal. Part 2 is basically about the cue card, and part 3 is basically based upon cue card, some discussion-based questions.
That's the idea.
Positive. But there is no interlocutor into your IELTS. Today we are more serious.
Are we?
Maybe I'm not feeling well.
Probably that's why.
I'm not roasting, I guess.
Coming
Back here. So let's come back here.
All
So
right.
now going with the IELTS one. The OET has interlocutor. For example, if I'm the examiner and he is examining, am I good
No,
at
we have interlocutors, present there as well.
But they are asking questions. They are not in a role play.
That's true.
Yeah, in
That's true.
OET,
Okay.
in OET we have interlocutors who are quite active. They're giving the cliches, the glimpses into different manner. For example, if I'm appearing for the nurses one, so you will become, let's say, some angry patient,
Oh dear.
perhaps, or maybe you become a father of a son who
My
just
God.
got injured in the emergency, and I become the shift in charge. Or something like that. If I become a doctor, so I am taking care of, let's say, one of the persons who is there. So these are role plays you have, and there are 3 role plays in
Awkward.
OET. 3 parts in IELTS and 3 parts in OET. And make sure, like, it is not for the arts people. It's not for the people who are into general sciences. They are the people who into the paramedics and medical, and I talked about the 12 things. I'll be putting that in the list description box. That who are the 12 people who can take the OET.
Cool.
Previously, it was not in Pakistan, so my students used to prepare here, and they were going all the way to Dubai. Specifically, they were
wow.
they were doing it onto the New Year day, 1st, 2nd, or 3rd.
Interesting. So
2 in 1.
you could do
enjoying
that.
the New Year night.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. Taking selfie with Burj Khalifa, and then sending me the result next day. Mostly failed. No, mostly passed.
He spoke the truth. He spoke the truth. Slip
One
of the tongue.
should be truthful, you see,
Of course.
and factful as well.
Yes,
Let's keep
yes.
going, guys. In the IELTS, how do you get the grades?
How do you get the grades? That is a very interesting question. Prepare well, first of all. Be comfortable with how you communicate, and then, one of the things that we didn't talk about. We talked about it, in one of our old videos.
Yeah, we did.
Basically, computer-based or paper-based IELTS.
That's true.
All right.
That's true. That's
Uh,
true.
now
So allow me to cut you here, sir.
Please do.
Basically, what I want exactly is I want them to know about the grading system. For example, the bands you get.
Oh yeah, 1 to 9. 1 to 9. All right.
On the other hand, you have different thing. You have grades, all right? D grade, C grade, don't get D graded, okay? C graded as well. B grade and then A grade. And it is the product of Australia primarily. Melbourne University started this with some doctor, I forgot his name. And with you, IELTS, where it was started?
Come again?
IELTS, which country started this?
I think the UK.
Oh, sure, that is Cambridge.
Yeah, Cambridge,
That's all
yeah.
examination center, and IELTS and ITP, they are official representatives of them. Sir, go on with the bands.
Right.
Let's move on. Writing skills.
Writing skills. Interesting. So this is where the difference actually comes in.
True,
For your IELTS general,
Yeah.
you have a different set of questions. All right. You
2
have,
questions.
Exactly. One is letter writing.
True.
And the
Part
other
one.
Yeah, that is. And the second one is an essay. Basically.
True. 150 words in part 1, 250 words in part 2.
Precisely.
And they're
For-
checking. Sorry, I'm cutting you.
No,
here.
please,
You-
please,
You
please.
don't mind that. Oh, you may go out if you want. Sir, 250 words. It's okay. It happens. You see. I'm a big Mac, Come back. Alright, they're checking your cohesion, coherence, they're checking your task achievement, they're checking your lexical resource, and they're checking your grammatical competence. And these 4 things are written onto the pedestal, the footer of your answer sheet.
Yeah.
I can share one answer sheet with you. Poke me somewhere in my comments, I'll be sharing that with you.
Yeah.
Today we are more lively with them, you see.
I believe so.
I want them to be there.
A bit more detailed as well. Yeah, which
That's
is a
true.
good thing, I believe. But if,
Yeah.
again, once again, I repeat myself, if you have any questions in particular, do let us know in the comment section so that we could answer them, in the next video.
So coming to OET now.
Right, please.
OET writing is same and different for all. So same and different, you see,
Okay.
oxymoron. Okay, why same? Because you're writing a letter. Why different? Because you're getting the letter based upon your profession. For example, if I'm a nurse, so I may have to refer my patient to some other nurse, let's say in UK, so I write a letter to that person, maximum 200 words. You may exceed plus 20.
Doctors are notorious for their handwriting, but okay.
Yeah, they are. And by the way, as you mentioned that it can be computer-delivered IELTS or paper-based IELTS. Likewise, you can have computer-delivered OET or paper-based OET. And you can also take distant OET. For example, you are not in the center, but you're onto your computer and then you enjoy it over there, wherever you are. Make sure that your cat does not disturb you.
A level of comfort, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the idea.
And then most importantly, I was talking about writing part. There is only one part in OET. You have two parts in writing.
Indeed.
So I'm winning here.
How? I mean, it's
one
more-
OET part,
Well,
200 words only, and you are writing 150 plus 200, 250, 400 words.
Well, they have to ensure that you're good enough with your language skills. As far as doctors are concerned, I'm not sure about that. I mean, it's a test of their, ability in medicine. I
In
think.
your way, I would say interesting.
Yeah, interesting, indeed, indeed.
All right, 45 minutes for OET writing and 60 minutes for IELTS writing.
That's how it is.
5 minutes for case notes. They will give you case notes. For example, 2 pages will be given to you. This is IELTS mock, by the way. Don't say that they're using the same page.
Yeah.
But there will be 2 pages. You'll be reading the case notes about the history. They will tell you about the background, about the foreground, about the case history, about the current medicine and all. And then you will have to write 200 words on that, 180 to 200 words, to be precise,
Yeah.
in 40 minutes. In first 5 minutes, you're not allowed to read. You're not allowed to write, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
You're not allowed to write. You just can read that, and then in next 40 minutes you can write as well as you can read. Moving on towards reading part. Over to you.
The reading-
I'm still winning, by the way.
Are you?
I assume that.
Okay.
I keep assuming
Yeah.
it makes me more healthy, you see.
I guess so. Anyway, so yeah, moving on to the reading section. The reading section has those comprehension passages. All right,
True.
you have to read them, and then you
3
have
passages.
basically.
True.
And then you have to read through them and then answer following questions.
True.
The thing is, if it's computer-based IELTS, you can always, once again, it's a long debate. If it's
Yeah.
computer-based IELTS, you can always choose the other option here and there. But if it's paper-based IELTS, you have to ensure that you get it right the first time or second time, maybe. A lot of cutting would make it look very bad. So
True.
be very careful about that.
And besides that is going to be scanned, okay? If it
Yeah.
says 1 word answer and you write 2 word answers, you're wrong.
Be very careful about that.
Spellings, you mistook, wrong.
They do identify it, by the way. The
Yes.
first point that you made is very important.
I'm winning then again.
Anyway, your first, if your question states that your answer needs to be only 1 word answer, make
Yeah.
sure that you choose 1 word answer. If you write 2 words instead, it'll be considered wrong.
They also say 1 word or a number. So you
Yeah.
can put a word, for example, Ali, and you write the number 420.
So it depends on whatever they're asking about. They're very particular about it.
That's true. As I could write Kasser 302. You know what is 302?
Number.
No. In the bar at law, it is for murder.
Well,
302.
I'm soon gonna get.
So you're
that.
killing me?
Yeah.
Bro.
I can.
Let's come back
see
here.
it happening.
About reading, it is mostly the same, but it has its own kind of dimensions. Most importantly, I'm talking about OET reading. It is same for all the professions, 12, and you will get some medical related passages. Okay, and that's how you do it for 1 hour again. Do check it by yourself too. And if you're interested to get some mocks, at here in I8 Islamabad, we help you to get your mocks or attend your mocks or attempt your mocks. What is happening to me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Attempt your mock.
He's winning. Yeah.
Maybe I'm nervous, you see. Attempt your mocks here of IELTS and OET as well. Going to the last one.
Last section, which I believe is probably the most trickiest section for non-native speakers. The listening section.
That's
All right.
true.
So all the audio.
I'm having a headache.
You should get some medicine then.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why you're winning, I guess.
Anyway, so probably the most trickiest section of all, because you only get to listen to your script once. All right, and that too is in native English.
True.
So if you're not good with your listening skills, you need to brush up on those. I mean, brush up on it, and you know, you need to be able to comprehend
That's true.
whatever the
That's true. You
conversation is
see,
about.
there are 4 listening audios to be precise.
Indeed.
40 questions, yes, no questions, but yes, no, not given is in the reading part. And the most tricky thing about your IELTS, sir, you don't give 10 minutes extra time to transfer your
Not
answers
at all.
to
not
the
at
answer
all.
sheet.
So you need to be on the go.
Oh yeah,
And
but
so-
in this listening test, you get 10 minutes extra time, so that is positive about IELTS.
I guess that
You're listening
extra
fine.
time, you know, it kind of trust me, it doesn't count as much, you know, because your audio won't be played anyway.
True,
Alright, so
it
you just
cannot
have to,
be paused.
exactly. So you need to be on the run.
That's true.
Right? You need to be the road runner.
Roadrunner, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you keep up with the audio and keep attempting those answers. It's not difficult if you're paying attention, be it you know, computer-based IELTS or paper-based IELTS. Either way, you know, they just play the audio once.
That's true, and likewise with the OET, okay, you got the same thing quite often, but it is specifically to the medical audios, not the general one. In IELTS, it is day to day, for example, some
Conversations.
some calls quite often,
Yeah.
inquiring a hotel, perhaps,
Monologues.
monologues and dialogues and trialogues is a word.
Could be. But a dialogue is basically
We
between
see
multiple
we are
people.
grammarians and linguists, so we can create.
We can
words.
coin things.
We
here
can
and
coin
there.
things,
We've
yeah,
got the
that's true.
license, you know.
The poetic license?
More like linguistic license.
A linguistic license. That was a big one by the way.
I know, right?
Like LTV or HTV.
Yes, so.
Coming back here, guys, if you're from medical profession, I would recommend you to go with the OET. It costs a little more,
Of course.
okay, $538. I'm talking about Australian dollars. It will cost in Pakistani rupees around 70 or 75,000. But if you are from India, let's say, it will cost you nothing. That's just nothing.
Sort of.
Okay, and in Pakistan, EO conducts it in Islamabad, in Lahore, and in Peshawar. In Islamabad, it's being conducted into Iqra University. About you, the fee structure.
I believe for IELTS, you know, overall it costs you around $230.
Oh, that's true. 40,400 rupees to be
Yeah,
exact.
in Pakistani rupees, yeah.
That's
the
true.
amount.
That's true.
So, yeah, test conducting bodies, you know, you have British Council, AEO, and third one was?
IDP.
There you are. So, depends on where you want to go. There are certain specifics related to it.
Sir,
but
one point I missed,
Please do.
and I want to do it right here.
Go ahead, fire away.
You know, the problem is IELTS is more accepted in the world as compared with the OET.
I mean, it's a single profession, of course. It
That's the
makes
thing,
sense.
but it is accepted mostly into Australia, New Zealand, and England. But IELTS accepted everywhere.
Every English speaking
In
country.
Canada, I think OET is not your thing. For immigration, for work, for studies, OET acceptable in the 3 states I have mentioned. But the IELTS got more variety.
I believe so. Yeah, it has more acceptance, global acceptance. You know, that's
And both of us, we can help you to prepare your IELTS, your OET. We also talked about SAT.
Oh yeah.
And we can also help you in PTE, and we can help you in language search, Duolingo. Just name one and name us.
Oh yeah.
How was
Yeah,
that?
Of course, we won't claim to be the best, but we
Yeah.
definitely know what we're doing.
But we're not worst, at least.
Ah yeah, true that, true that. So
That's-
join
that's
us
the thing.
and experience it firsthand.
That's true, and we can also help you to get your flights as well.
Oh, yeah.
We can help you to go abroad. This particular person is not good at that, and I am good at that.
Fair enough, you know, I give him credit for that.
All right, guys, thank you very much for patient hearing. It was really
Indeed.
nice talking to you again and again. We'll be seeing each other. Hello, hello, and hello.
If you have any suggestions for us to improve what we need to do in order to improve ourselves in any way whatsoever, do let us know. And if you have any questions in particular, once again,
That's
you're more than
true.
welcome.
That's true. God bless Pakistan and America.
And the world. Goodbye.
Bye bye.